Hello again everyone. I tend to go shooting at least 3 or 4 times a week. Every time I go I normally have the rifle case which has 1 or 2 rifles in it. And then I have this bag. As you can see, it's an old Stanley tool bag. It's quite nice, it's soft, it has various compartments and everything. But people do say to me, why do I take a bag like that? I've only got a 2.2 rifle, all I really need is the gun and some ammunition. But they're always the last one to take the mick when they turn around and says, does anyone have a screwdriver, does anyone have a this, does anyone have a that? It's very often in my bag. So I thought we'd just take a look at some of the things I do have in my bag. Some of them will be a sort of mini review because some of them are quite nice items. Other items will just be a glancing look because it'll just be something ordinary like a screwdriver or something like that. Now the first thing I thought we'd take a look at is the ear defenders that I carry in this bag. I primarily carry two types of ear defender. I've got just this little small case. I can't remember who makes these. I bought these some years ago, but these are just little what they call passive in-ear ear defenders. It's got a small hole that passes right the way through the centre. That is to allow the quieter sounds through, theoretically, so that you can hear the people around you speaking, but it will stop the louder noises from getting through to your ears. Now I don't use these all that often. They're mostly in my bag for times that I may be outside and don't need good quality ear protection, or even for some reason I've taken my main set of ear defenders out of my bag and forgotten to put them back in. So these always sit in the bag. They're better than nothing. I don't particularly rate them, and I don't particularly find them very comfortable, but they're there, they work. My main set of ear defenders that I really like are these. They're the Deben Slimline Electronic Ear defenders. They do make a standard profile one, but they're about twice as deep here. These are what they call active ear defenders. So up in here on each earphone you've got a little microphone behind that phone and the volume control, and in behind this cover here is a small N-type battery. That battery should last about 200 hours according to the sales literature. I've not used them for that long. But what I like about these is you can turn these on to a point at which you just start to hear a hiss, turn it back a little bit, and that seems to be about right for me. It amplifies every noise around you. You can hear people speaking perfectly, and yet when there's any louder noises going on, such as the rifle shooting, the microphone disconnects and does not transmit any sound to the ears. That cuts really fast. If you just click your fingers next to it like that, it will actually dull that sound. It's really fast, and once that noise is gone, it's really fast at putting the sound back through to your ears. I'm just gonna take a look at some of the sales specs on this. It claims, let's have a look, 200-hour battery life, and it won't let any sounds over 84 decibels go through to the ear. So anything over 84 decibels and it cuts out and you won't hear it. I don't use these very often when I'm out shooting for rabbits or something like that, because you're only going to have 1 or 2 shots, and I would normally have a sound moderator on. So the risk of ear damage is very low. Again, I like to be able to hear exactly where the sounds are coming from. And whilst this can amplify all the surrounding sounds around you, you will hear the slightest rustle of leaves. It can be slightly more difficult to figure out exactly where the sound is coming from. Here, one of my concerns was, you know, would it get turned on accidentally in my bag? And the answer to that is no, because these buttons to turn them on, you have to push them in and then rotate them, and that turns it on. As an idea, I paid £80 for these. That's about 145 US dollars. Very well worth having in your shooting bag.